Hi, my name is Ian Maisel, and I'm excited to share my presentation in hands-on presentation and social media design with you. I want to teach you some practical skills for creating a good-looking business presentation, updating your LinkedIn profile, and designing and executing an organic social media campaign. I created a case study of a fictional restaurant called Ian DiCaprio's and some exercise files to make it easy for you to follow along and learn the skills. I'm going to walk you through tutorials in Microsoft PowerPoint, ChatGPT, and Adobe Express. You can schedule a meeting with me afterwards if you want to work together to develop your design and social media projects. We'll start with a 10-minute PowerPoint training to get you warmed up. What's great is the graphic design concepts that we use here will snowball, and we'll use the same techniques to create a social media campaign in Adobe Express. I've been a professional presentation designer for many years. There are 3 well-known software programs for presentation design. Google Slides is the worst design tool, but it's great for team collaboration. PowerPoint is the mid-range design tool. It's the modern business standard, so that's why we're focusing on it today. Apple Keynote is the best design tool and the best tool for adding video to your deck, but it's really optimized for Macs. There is an online version you can use on a PC, but the features are more limited. And it has the worst collaboration options if you're working with a team. To get started, please open Microsoft PowerPoint and download the sample files from this bit.ly link on the slide. We're going to use one of the default Microsoft PowerPoint templates for this training. You can download additional templates from Microsoft with this link. You can also purchase additional templates from websites like Envato with this link. You can rewatch this full training video on my website at ianmaisel.com. You can also rewatch a standalone version of this hands-on PowerPoint training using the YouTube link. So I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily create a good-looking PowerPoint presentation from a Microsoft Word document using the PowerPoint templating tools. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up PowerPoint here. Select New from Template and pop open the organic template. Once we have it open, we're going to press Save As, and we're going to call this Ian DiCaprio's investment presentation. Click Save, click OK, and here we've got it. So we're starting out with the title slide, this title slide here. We're going to copy the text from the PowerPoint document here into the template and go to Edit, Paste, and Match Formatting. Now, I think it would look better if Italian restaurant was on the second line. So on my keyboard, I'm going to press Shift and Enter, and that's a nice looking layout. Then I'm going to copy the subtitle here, and same thing, Edit, Paste and Match Formatting, and there we go. For slide 2, we're going to use the To Content slide. Open it up here, copy and paste this text, and again, we're going to paste this in using the Paste and Match Formatting, and the shortcut is Shift Option Command V. So we've got it pasted in there. And then again here, we're going to press Shift Enter just to break the text up. Now we're going to copy the first column of content, copy, Shift Option Command V to paste it in, and then use the delete key a few times to get rid of those extra bullets. Press the delete key there, press the delete key there, and that's looking good. Then we're going to copy the next column of content and paste it in here. Again, using this paste and match formatting keyboard shortcut. And there we go. And if you'll notice, that filled up the text box, so the text got a little bit smaller, and the text on the left matched to get a little bit smaller. So that's an auto styling trick that this template uses to help give your presentation a more professional look. We're going to move ahead to slide 3 here, and in this case we're going to pick the comparison slide. Here in Microsoft Word, we're going to copy our title, which is our story, copy it, paste it in here. Then we're going to pick the first subtitle, which is Embracing Tradition, and paste it into here. Then we're going to copy these first 3 bullets, copy this, paste it into there, and then just get rid of those extra line breaks that PowerPoint is adding, so it fills the space a little more nicely. And then pick the second column title here, paste it in, and then grab this next list of bullets, copy it, and paste it into here. And then again, we'll get rid of those extra spaces. And that's looking great. Moving ahead to the next slide, we're going to pop into here. And I think for this slide, we're going to use the content with caption option. So we'll pop that open, copy the title, Competitive Edge, Why Ian DiCaprio Stands Out. Paste that in. Then we're going to copy this text here and paste this into this box. That looks nice. Now in this box, I want to add a graphic of a slice of pizza. It's mouth-watering, and it's good to add lots of great graphics into your presentation to keep the audience's attention. So I'm going to click the second box here, which is Insert Picture from File. And I've got my graphics folder here, where I'm going to select pizza and insert. Yum, that looks great. And then we have these designer options popping up. So if we want to try some of these, it might stylize the layout a little bit more and give us some ideas for different ways to break this out. I kind of like this option down here, so I might click on this, and hey, that looks even nicer, so let's stay with that one. We're going to go to New Slide, and in this case, we're going to pick the second option, Title and Content. We're going to scroll down in our Word document to the next page of content, and here we've got our signature dish, lasagna bolognese. Copy that, give it that special paste command, and then again, like the previous slide, let's go to Insert Picture from File, and then pick that lasagna out. Click that in, and yum, that looks delicious. And you'll see too, it's handicap friendly, where we have this alt text popping up, so people who might have a vision impairment will see a lasagna with meat, sauce, and cheese. I can smell it coming off the computer screen. For our next slide, we'll go back to the Insert menu, click New Slide, and in this case, we're going to go with Picture with Caption. I like that. And let's go click this title, Market Opportunity, and then special paste it into there. Again, maybe Shift Enter. Then we're going to copy this content in here, paste it in, and now we've got our content set up. And here again, we're going to go to the picture box, and in this case, we're going to pick the pasta option, And yum, a delicious bowl of pasta. Next up, we're going to go back to the Insert menu, hit New Slide, and then use the title and content slide. We're going to copy that title over, Financial Highlights, copy it, paste it in, and there we go, a recipe for success. Then we're going to copy these bullets over, paste them in, get rid of those extra lines, and that's a nice looking slide there. For the next page, we're going to insert a new slide again. And in this case, we're going to go with panoramic picture with caption. We're going to copy this title over, growth strategy, expanding the brand, paste it in, and then copy this text down there and paste that in as well. Then we're going to click to add the picture. And in this case, we're going to go with the 3 dishes. Are you getting hungry yet? Great. So now we're getting towards our call to action. This is an investor presentation. So we want to present that investing opportunity to our partners. Okay, so for our next slide, we're going to open up the true or false layout. Go with investment opportunity. Paste it into there. Go to partnering for success. Paste that in as the subtitle. And then there we go. Now we're going to start winding this down with another title and content slide, urging our attendees to join the Ian DiCaprio's family. And then we're going to want them to contact us with this information here. So we're going to paste this in, get rid of these pesky line breaks, and get rid of this top bullet. And finally, we're going to end as we begun with a nice looking title slide so that people know we're almost done. Grab this thank you here, put it in as a title, and then grab this closing text. Grazie for considering Ian DiCaprio's. Buon appetito. And there you have it. Here are some thumbnails of the final presentation. It looks great. Here are highlights of presentations that I've created throughout my career. You can see more of my work on my website at ianmaisel.com. I worked at Visa for a year and improved the company's financial product communications by designing executive pitches and videos. I created presentation templates and trained executives in best practices to talk to their clients. I worked at Bare Minerals Makeup for a year and a half and created presentations and videos to develop the brand for the founder and CEO's strategy meetings, conferences, and events. I created a branded internal presentation template system and collaborated with the IT team for distribution. I worked at Meta in 2022 and led cross-functional teams to deliver branded training presentations and videos about candidate outreach campaigns, social media, and diversity recruiting. I designed presentation templates used by 400 recruiters throughout the organization. Now let's do a quick hands-on LinkedIn profile writing exercise. Open your company's LinkedIn page and your personal LinkedIn page and take a look. Some general things to keep in mind when you're developing your company's LinkedIn profile. Add your company logo and invest in a nice headshot for yourself. Find an interesting, engaging background image for your banner. Consider the keywords your audience may be searching for. Think about highlighting the most important products and services that you're offering. And focus on the way your content creates an emotional connection with your customers. For example, look at what some of your competitors are doing. Here I found LinkedIn profiles for 3 different Italian restaurants. Casanova's emphasizes the quality of their food, wine, and waitstaff. Pesto's Italian Craft Kitchen emphasizes the freshest and finest cuisine in San Diego. And Enzo's goes for an emotional connection by saying, great laughs together. This is a sample profile for Ian DiCaprio's restaurant. It focuses on the food, and the emojis give it a fun touch. Our family-owned Italian restaurant takes pride in offering an authentic taste of Italy. A great way to generate new ideas for your profile and other marketing materials is using ChatGPT. You can register for a free account and use version 3.5. If you use the software frequently, you can upgrade to version 4 that's a little better for $20 a month. In this example, I cut and pasted the profile we just read and added the prompt, rewrite this LinkedIn profile to be more professional and commercial. You can see the results. It lengthened the answers and added more detail. I like this version more. You can experiment with ChatGPT to create 4 or 5 different versions of your profile and see what you like the best. Now we're going to move ahead into the hands-on social media development part of this presentation using Adobe Express. You can sign up for free. There are a couple of login screens to set up a new account. There's a similar tool that's popular on the market called Canva that has a lot of the same features. Since I've been a graphic designer for many years, I've been using Adobe Express because I'm more familiar and comfortable with Adobe software. Both pieces of software have free versions, and both have premium versions that cost about $10 a month for extra content and features. This is the Adobe Express home screen. You can rewatch this training later with this YouTube link. If you want to take a deeper dive into some of the design features in Adobe Express, I've also added a link for an hour-long masterclass. And another feature you might have fun trying after this presentation is the text-to-image feature underneath that seahorse graphic. That's the Adobe Firefly program, and it uses artificial intelligence to generate images from prompts. I used this feature to create the faked photograph of an Italian restaurant in Chicago in the beginning of this presentation. So now I'm going to show you how to make a week's worth of social media posts in a few minutes that you can use to put into a social media calendar and post to all of your social media networks. We're going to come up here to the search bar in Adobe Express, type in Italian restaurant, and then select templates from the drop-down menu. Here we'll see a long scrolling screen with a large number of templates we can pick and customize to use in our social media. Now, I like this design here, so I'm going to click on this and press Customize Template. And then this will bring us into the production screen. So I'm going to go up here to the top left, click into the name box, and call it Discount Menu, and create that document. And then I'm going to click into here where it says Italian. And I'm going to change this to DiCaprio's. And you can see the text is a little bit big to fit into that box, so I'll select the text. And over here in the left-hand column for the font size, I'm going to decrease it a few times until it fits nicely in the box. So I like it there at about 110 point. Down here where it says ItalianRestaurant.com, I'm going to customize this to be the name of my restaurant website. In this case, it is Ian DiCaprio's. Click off of there. And that's all there is to it. We've got our first social media post queued up and ready to go. So now that we've got the primary design figured out, we need to create an alternative version for Instagram. Each social media platform has different idiosyncrasies and special ways that you need to format the content. In this case, Instagram does not accept static images that are in this long format, and so we need to convert it into a square. So we'll return back to the home page, click on the Your Stuff button, and here on the discount menu, we'll click on the three dots, and we're going to duplicate this. And we're going to just call it Discount Menu IG for Instagram. Click on Duplicate, and when it pops up, double click on it to open up the box. Then we're going to press the Resize button on the top left of the main content editor. And then we're going to click the checkbox next to the width and height. And we're going to resize the width to 1920 pixels. So essentially we'll have a square box now because it's 1920 by 1920, and press Resize. So now you'll see we have a little bit of a problem. The content doesn't scale perfectly. So we're going to click this outline box here, and we can stretch it out on the left and the right so that the frame fills the box nicely. Click out of there. And then on the right-hand column, we can select the image box here. And then stretch this out, holding the Option key on our keyboard to have the image fill the space a little bit better. Then I'm going to take the web box, slide it down a little bit, and then we'll grab this 30% off box by again clicking on the right-hand layers column and just holding down the Shift and key and the down arrow to kind of move it to the edge, similar to where it was before. And that looks good, and we're locked and loaded for Instagram now. For our next video, I'm going to go back to the home screen, and here in the Get Started row, I'm going to click YouTube video, browse templates, and up here in the top left under YouTube videos, I'm going to type in Italian restaurant. Now, the top left one is this nice 15-second video of making pizza crust, so I'm going to click on that. It loads into the main content box, and here where it says Alessio's Kitchen, I'm going to call it Ian DiCaprio's Kitchen. Then here on the bottom, I'm going to grab the timekeeper, scroll it down to see how the video rolls out. And I can see down here there's some initials that say AK on it. I'm going to change it to Ian DiCaprio, so I'm going to do I/D. Then up here in the top left, I'm going to click Ian DiCaprio's Kitchen and hit return. Now this is a 42-second video, and I think when I have a video that's that long, I'd like to add some music to it. Now up here, I'm going to click Media and go to Audio, and you'll see we have all these options for music we can add to the video. I'm going to click on this and press Classical, which I think it'll be nice at an Italian restaurant. I'm going to try out some different music tracks to see what I think will sound good. I like this first one, the We Win inspirational piano. So I'm going to grab the music track and drag it down onto the timeline. And now, when I drag the timekeeper to the beginning of the video and press play, we can see the elements working together. We can see the customized text. We can hear the music playing. So for Twitter, we need to make the video a little bit smaller. So we'll go back to the home screen, go to Your Stuff, right click on the video on the three dots, duplicate. We'll call it Ian DiCaprio's Kitchen X. Press duplicate. Open it back up. Click resize. Click the checkbox, lock the dimensions, and then for width, we'll go to 1024, which will make the height 576, and press resize. And there we go. So we're gonna go to the next tab and go to a new blank screen. Up here on the top left, we're gonna click templates. We're gonna type in Italian restaurant. And we're gonna feature a menu on the third day so our customers can get a better sense of our product line. I like this menu here, so I'm going to click on this, press Customize Template, and once that loads in, instead of Italian menu, I'm going to call it DiCaprio's menu. The text is a little bit big, so again, over here on the left, I'm going to start downsizing the text until it fits nicely over that menu. And it looks like the quotation mark is a little low. So I'm going to highlight that. And then I'm going to cheat it. So I'm actually just going to make the font size bigger, which is going to make it stretch out and look like it's typeset bigger. And that looks cool. Then down here on the bottom where there's the website, I'm just going to change it to iandicaprios.com. And then up here in the top left, I'm going to call this Ian DiCaprio's menu. Hit return. And there we go. We've got our third social media post for the week all set. Okay, so this is another case where we need to reformat this vertical graphic into a square so that we can post it to Instagram. So we're going to return to the Adobe Express home screen, click on the Your Stuff tab, and then here where we have the menu, we're going to click on the three dots, press duplicate, and we'll call it Ian DiCaprio's menu, Instagram, and press duplicate. And then open this up. So once this is open, we're going to press the resize button, and where it says recommended, we can go to Instagram Square Post and press resize. So you can see it just adds some extra space to the left and right. So we can grab the outline here, and holding down the Command Option keys on our keyboard, we can stretch it out evenly to the left and right and create a nice looking border that goes all the way around the square. Then we're going to click over to the Elements tab on the left-hand column. Click on Shapes. Grab a black rectangle. Click on it, and let's change the fill color. Twirl down the More Colors button, and we'll click this brown color that's the same color as the outline around the edge of the menu. We'll click down into the menu to turn off the colors, and we're going to bring down the opacity slider to, let's say, 25%. So it's a nice medium brown. Then we're going to drag it up here to the left, resize it, drag it down to the bottom, and then press Command C and Command V to duplicate it. Hold down the Shift key and drag it over to the right. And now we've filled up the menu square in a way that looks aesthetically pleasing. And there we go. We've got our Instagram graphic to match the other graphics. I'm going to click over to the next tab, create a blank screen. Up here in the options, I'm going to go to Templates, click Italian Restaurant. And this time I'm going to scroll down a little bit, look at some more templates. And this is nice. Notice when you just finger over some of these, if they're animated, you can actually preview the animation. So it's a fun way to see all of your different options in a free, creative way. So I'm just scrolling down here, looking at different choices. And once I've scrolled down a page or two, I really like this design here. It's very dynamic and eye-catching. So I'm going to click on this, press Customize Template. And when it loads on, I can see this is a nice 10-second animated clip. And when the clip starts, the screen is mostly empty, so I'm going to grab the timekeeper, scroll over, and we can slowly see all the different elements animating on to give it that great look. And so right up here where it says Nona's, I'm going to change that to DiCaprio's. It's a little bit big, so I'm going to select all of that and use the decrease font size command until it fits in that nice box there. I've got it at about 175 points. And to my eye, it looks a little bit hard to read with all the red on red. So down here in the text where it says fill, I'm going to click on that option and then click on a black swatch. So then I'm going to click into the gray text box to deselect that and see what the final layout looks like. And I like that. The DiCaprio's pops off nicely. So up here in the title, I'm going to call it DiCaprio's Pasta Delivery. Hit return, and there we go. Easy as pie. We have our 4 social media posts for the week created. So one of the idiosyncrasies of the different social media platforms is that Twitter won't take a video that's more than 1024 pixels tall. And this video now is 1920 pixels tall. So there's a very easy way to fix this. and customize the content so it'll play on Twitter. Let's go back to the home screen, go to the Your Stuff column, and here we're on DiCaprio's pasta delivery. We'll click the three dots, duplicate this, and call it DiCaprio's pasta delivery X, and press duplicate. And then we'll double click to reopen this in the content panel. And here in the resize column, we will click this little lock so that it locks the aspect ratio, and then change the height to 1024, press return. And the bottom of the column, press resize. There we go. We've got a Twitter ready video now. I'm going to click over here to my 5th tab and work on my final post for the week. So I'm going to select templates, type Italian restaurant, and I really like this one because the video of the swirling pasta makes me hungry. And so I'm going to click on this, press customize template, open it up, and scroll through the timeline. Now here, where it says in the city, I think I'm going to change that, make it a little more regionally dynamic, and just type in Chicago. So it's my favorite restaurant in Chicago. And then as we scroll down the timeline a little bit more, it says Nona's Italian Company. I'm going to change this to our restaurant name, Ian DiCaprio's. That's better. Finally, I'm going to just tweak the template a little bit because there's a lot of beige in there. So I'm going to click on this top element here, this rectangle, and then in the left-hand editing column where it says fill, I'm going to click on that box. And then I'm going to twirl down this arrow for more colors, scroll down a bit, and I'm going to pick this maroon color right here to give it a more dynamic background. And I'm going to match it here, so I'm going to click on this bottom rectangle, press the fill button, more colors, scroll down a little bit, and match that maroon color. So now we've got a nice dynamic 7-second web animation. And if we pull the timer back and press play, we can watch it run through. And that's a pretty slick looking post, if you ask me. Up here in the top left, I'm going to click a new title and call it Chicago Favorite Restaurant. Press return. And there we have it. We've got all of our social posts queued up. So once again, we're going to need to reformat this slightly for Twitter or X. And so we'll go back to our home screen, click on Your Stuff, and where we've got Chicago's Favorite Restaurant, click on these three dots, duplicate, and at the end of the title, just put a space, put X, press duplicate, double click to open it, click the resize button, lock the aspect ratio, click 1024 by the height, make sure that checkbox is clicked, and at the bottom of the panel, click on the resize button. And there we go. All of our posts are wrapped, locked, and loaded. And now I'm going to show you how to put everything on the calendar. To schedule a post, we're going to start from the home screen, click the schedule button, and here you'll see a calendar. Now, on the top right, click Manage Connections. You'll see these are all the social networks that Adobe Express currently supports. So right now I have Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn hooked up. So I can easily post content to all of these platforms. And then there are also options for Pinterest and for TikTok. It takes some time to get these things linked in, particularly Facebook and Instagram. So you want to give yourself about half an hour to click through and make sure those platforms are up and running. And I'm happy to help you with that on a one-on-one consultation. But for now, I just want to show you how it works at a high level. You can just watch what I'm doing and come back and rewatch later once you have all of these networks clicked in and follow along. So we're going to go back to the schedule screen here. And for Monday, August 5th, we're going to make a new post. We're going to start with X. Click there. And then we're going to browse and click the discount menu. Upload that. And then we're going to copy and paste the content from my Microsoft Word document. Copy. Go into the text bubble. Edit. We want to paste and match style. And there we go. Then we're going to go into the scheduler. And right now it's 7:50 p.m. at night. So it's going to try to post it at the same time on August 5th. But we can go in there and just change it to any time we want. So for example, we can just go to 10 a.m. and then it will pop up bright and early on August 5th. We're going to press schedule. And there we go. We have a nice representation of the X post on the calendar. Click on new post. And we're also going to create a second post for Facebook and for LinkedIn. I'm going to browse, click the discount menu post, upload, and then we're going to copy and paste the text from other platforms in the Word document. Go back into the scheduler, and we want to paste and match style. And again, maybe we want to change the time to 10 a.m. Type that in, press schedule, and we've got that. Finally, we're going to work on the Instagram post. Click the new post button. Select Instagram. Browse for our content. Select the discount menu Instagram, which is that square format we created. Upload it. Then we're going to copy and paste our content into the post. There's also this option here. Some people like to add their content into the first comment. It can change the search algorithm slightly. We're going to go to 10 a.m. again. So all of our posts will be simultaneously on all of our preferred channels, and click schedule. So we'll skip ahead to the end of the week here. You can see I've scheduled Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Friday, we'll create a new post for X. Browse. Click on Fave Restaurant X. Upload that. Grab the content from Microsoft Word, copy and paste it in. Change the time to 10 a.m. And once it's uploaded, pop that on the schedule. And we'll add the next post for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Browse to the content. Click the Fave Restaurant video, upload that. Copy the content from Microsoft Word, paste it in, make it an Instagram reel. Schedule it for 10 a.m. And once that video is uploaded, pop it on the schedule. And there we go. A week of posts all set. Here are highlights of some of the social media content I recently created with the Adobe Express graphic and video templates for a consulting company called Guidehouse. You can see more of my work on my website at ianmaisel.com. Feel free to make an appointment with me by using my Calendly link if you have follow-up questions and would like to talk more about your presentation design and social media projects. Thank you for attending my presentation. I hope you had a sweet time.